Chicago, one of the great cities in the world, worst time in its history. Crime is up more than 35% just this year, but the city's mayor, Lori Lightfoot, refuses to answer questions about it. She's silencing reporters, which is bad if Trump suggests it, but totally fine when Democrats actually do it. Last year, she said she wasn't going to talk to any white reporters, period, because she's not a racist. No problem, don't worry. Then this July, Lightfoot's administration revoked the press credentials of a reporter, particularly dogged reporter called William Kelly. Why? Lightfoot alleges Kelly assaulted her security detail. Here's the footage.
Don't touch me, okay? Mayor Lightfoot, this event takes place in July of 2023. God willing. Hey, dude, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Back up. Back up. Back up. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
So it turns out the only cops in Chicago who are doing anything are the ones protecting Lori Lightfoot, and they're the ones hitting reporters. But now you kind of understand why Lightfoot wants this guy nowhere near her, because this reporter asks real questions. William Kelly joins us tonight.
It's wonderful to be with you. This is a textbook First Amendment case. Unfortunately, the textbook is from Venezuela.
Right. No, it looks that. I mean, are we missing something? I mean, your credentials were revoked because you asked the most obvious possible question. Our city's falling apart. What are you going to do? And then no longer allowed.
Exactly right. I believe that journalism is extremely important. I've had a media credential in Chicago for over 10 years, Emmy Award winning, print, radio, TV. But Mayor Lightfoot is the least transparent mayor in our city's history. And sadly, for better or for worse, the reason my questions were so effective is because I was asking the questions that real Chicagoans wanted to hear. But they were hurting her reelection campaign, so she canceled my media credential. I think the real scandal here, Tucker, is that the Mayor Lightfoot has 80+ security guards that are assigned to protect her from me asking her questions during a reelection campaign. At a time when the Chicago police are down 1,500 officers, crime is out of control, there's record low arrests, and a spike in police suicides. It's my prayer that a federal judge will restore my media credential tomorrow so I can go back to Chicago City Hall and ask about the spike in police suicide, which is such a tragedy that's facing our city right now.
I mean, this is obvious censorship. Really quick, have other media organizations, Chicago Tribune, for example, have they filed complaints with the mayor's office on your behalf? Have they stood with you in solidarity?
I think that this has had a chilling effect on all reporters. They see that I asked real questions and I got my credential revoked, canceled, I guess would be a better word. You know, I grew up in Chicago watching legendary reporters, Pam Zeckman, John Bulldog Drummond, chasing politicians up and down the street, right? And this is the tradition I want to uphold. This is the Chicago reporter tradition that Lightfoot wants to cancel.
Yeah. I mean, Mike Royko would be so ashamed of what's happened to your city and its media. I appreciate it. Mr. Kelly, thank you for coming on tonight.
Thank you, Tucker.